Hey guys, okay, it's time to get my Halloween videos going. I'm really into it this year. I don't know why. Some years Halloween, probably because I planned ahead. We're going to do some scary cupcakes for 2015. Come on in close, and it should be pretty simple. Let me show you how it's done. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is make your cupcakes and then cool your cupcakes. Then we can start working on the buttercream frosting. So I'm going to be using today, and if you've never made cupcakes before, like it's the first time ever, you just use cake mix and you pour it, you make the cake mix according to the recipe, which is just water, oil, and eggs, and you mix it up and then you just pour it in these cups. Okay, so that's all we're gonna do right now. All right, let's mix all our ingredients. When you open cake mix, use scissors to cut the top off. Don't try and rip it open with your bag. You're gonna get the cake powder everywhere. Yeah, I'm speaking from experience. You're asking why am I not just dropping them straight in? I want to make sure no shells get in there, so I can see the eggs here. If a shell piece breaks, like right there. There it is. If a shell piece breaks, I can grab it without ruining the cake. So we'll do the eggs, do the oil. It's so funny when you put oil and water together. They're not even supposed to mix, and I brought everything to room temperature. So you'll see that your eggs will mix better when they're not cold. You don't want a bunch of cold ingredients. Nothing's better than pouring it out of a measuring cup. And I always do too little. I don't know. I just don't bake enough. That's 3/4 of the way. Beep. Come over here. It basically says 12 to 17 minutes. And you're going to, depending on the pan you have, I'm doing mine at 350. Okay, and you know the toothpick test. You know it's done when you put a toothpick in the center and pull it straight out and nothing sticks to the toothpick. So cook these, they're gonna puff up, it's gonna be beautiful. All right, so as you can see, I've got different size depending on the amount you put in. If you want them more like this, then put in 50%, fill it only halfway. If you want like big mushroom tops, like you would a muffin, then put in 3/4 of the way. Basically, that was way too much. I think that one's perfect. This one right here. So anyway, I'm going to let these cool. I'm going to cook the rest of my batter, and then we're going to start working on our buttercream frosting. Okay, time to get our buttercream frosting on. Now I'm making 2 batches of buttercream. I probably won't use it all, but I want to have enough that I can frost everything. Okay, so both are going to get a bunch of powdered sugar. We're going to move that off the side, but I want to show you the difference. This buttercream frosting is going to have a yellow food coloring with vanilla extract, butter, and milk. And this one's going to have black food coloring with a coffee extract and milk and butter. So let's first put our butter in. Put our powdered sugar in there. 3 cups. Going to slowly incorporate the butter. Whoops, get out of there. In here with this. Do it on low. All right, now once you've incorporated the butter in here, you're going to start adding in the vanilla and half of the milk, okay? So let's do that right now. There we go. Look how nice that is. I just want to add in a drop. It's a little thick, a little extra right there. A little extra milk. Just to fluffen it up a little bit more. And that's pretty much what it should look like. Look how beautiful that is. And you can double the batch, triple the batch, but those are the measurements. I probably put in another tablespoon, so I'll adjust the recipe down below. I did about 3 tablespoons of milk instead of 2, and it came out, to me, it came out perfect. So let's go get a cupcake and frost it up and see how it works. I'm gonna take a little bit of this frosting. I'm gonna put it on top here. I'm gonna frost the cupcake. Now I was told a little trick: bowl of hot water and a knife and a towel. So I was told you take the tip of the knife and put it in the water, get it warm. There you go. Dry it off, and then gently smooth out the top of your cupcake. That look better? A little bit better? All right, so I'm gonna frost these up. I'm gonna make all my cupcakes with the frosting, make your other buttercream, and then meet me back here, and then I'm gonna put the decorations on. All right, so let me show you some of the stuff I got. These are the 2 types of cupcakes. I have kind of it's not really black, kind of a ugly gray top, and then a bright yellow one. I'm gonna use this on the bright yellow one, and I'm gonna use this one. This is really cool. It's got tombstones that you can write on. It's all edible, and little bones you can put like a graveyard. So we're gonna decorate those like that. I'm doing yellow frosting with blood and then a knife in it. And these are all edible, and these are all available. I got these all at Walmart. I'm sure you can get it everywhere else, but tons of decorations like this for cupcakes makes it so easy. Even a guy like me can decorate a cupcake. I'm not sure if this is runny or how this is gonna come out, so we're just gonna go for it. There we go. How's that look? That look pretty good? All right, let me get one of our knives out. So you want to be really gentle and just shove it in. Just like that. How's that look? Does that look pretty cool? Put it in like that. There, that's better. Grab a few bones. And how's that? That look good? Boy, I'm telling you, these decorations make it so easy. There you go. That's just a few variations of what you can do. My favorite's the blood and the knife. That's my favorite. I got a little carried away on the blood there. That was my last one. All right, so have fun with the kids. I'm not gonna lie to you, this was tough. It took a little bit of time. If you go slow, step by step, they're gonna turn out great, and the kids are gonna love this. They're gonna want you to do this, and they're gonna wanna do it with you. All right, so I have a bunch more to decorate. I had extra, so I poured out a whole bunch of cupcakes. So I'm gonna finish decorating, but let's try one of these real quick. I don't wanna touch the finished ones. All right, I can tell you this. I used a really super moist light. It's really light. I mean, like delicate light. You know how some of them are really dense and solid and heavy? This cupcake is not. Oh, wow. It's very airy. I think was that the Betty Crocker one? Yeah. Use the Betty Crocker one. It's not a lot of cake. You just want a little sweetness after dinner, during the holidays. There you go. Get ready for more Halloween episodes. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.